there seems to be a disconnect between the specification of product and what ends up in the final project.
A lot of people spend a lot of time selecting, and then a lot of people spend a lot of time deselecting that product. And I think, again, that's where the understanding the value and what the real difference is between one product and another. Because there's a reason it was picked in the first place, and people are paid to do that, so they should trust them.
The challenge with specifications is that there's not often enough knowledge from the client to be able to understand fully what you're putting to them. Sometimes it needs a little more education with the client beforehand to gauge their expectations and see where they're headed, and so that the communication can be better when you put forward a proposal.
We need to identify what people do and don't know and provide them with as much information about some of the technical terms, acronyms, so that they're more empowered with their customers to actually tell them the value of one product versus another. Because there is a difference between a $5 and a $10 product. It's $5 and there's something in there. And we feel that we need to do the same thing with smart technologies. What's the value for people? What's the benefit? And not just full of features and clever technical terms.
Specifier's worst nightmare is poor quality light fittings that deteriorate in the shortest period of time, probably then letting down the designer, the client, and and wasting the money. Just because something can be purchased, just because it can be accessed, doesn't mean it's right to do so. What you have to look at is the complete cycle of the light fitting achieving the lighting design. So I see that what we need to look at is, can the product be maintained, sustained, backed up, guaranteed, and achieve its fit for purpose use in the market?
People need to learn a shorter word no, and they need to say no more often than yes. They say yes far too easily, and therefore the client thinks that things are easy. If we say no, we put barriers, we raise the bar, we actually get a better result.
What we need is greater awareness of the ills of poorly designed lights, particularly when it comes to upward light spill.
We need more product design that engages in daylight and more quality daylighting solutions, whether that's helping daylighting to get in further into spaces, because we need to get spaces that can utilize that natural, free, energy efficient lighting, and then have a layer of artificial lighting that helps.
A specifier's worst nightmare is a client that doesn't want to know about lighting, doesn't see it as a priority.
We need to always look to how lighting is to be used to benefit the client, and that will be different for every client. There are some common denominators such as sustainability, energy consumption, efficacy and so on, but generally there'll be another larger agenda that the architect has a vision that he's trying to achieve, the developer is trying to perhaps sell product. The lighting people, like every other discipline, need to be responsive to that and to bring to the table the tools so that their client can achieve their vision.